one dimple under high, pale cheekbones. A white agender femme with light red hair past their collarbone, Mack Packard has dark brown eyes and dark blue-black tattoos over arms and hands. Many are floral and delicate. Dressed in black top and knit cap, black pants and black boots, their frame is small. Mack is 31. This film shows their home, with art on the walls, a small fluffy white companion dog, Moondog, potted plants, and polished mineral stones and amulets. They have a programmable microcurrent stimulator, a handheld blue box with snaking white cables that deliver invisible healing microcurrents. On the wall by a bookshelf is a marker drawing of a white person with arms across their belly, in jeans, plaid shirt, and a ball cap. Exquisitely detailed golden, eagle-like wings on the person's back are open wide as if in mid-wing beat. On Mack's shiny gray fridge doors, words are scattered around from a poetry magnet set, and a 6-line poem in place. Say flower, and let the garden sing your summer storm to bed. Text.
Disability is not a singular image. It does not look one way, sound one way, or move one way. And yet, society clings to a narrow vision, one that erases those who do not fit the expectation of what disability should look like. Many disabled individuals are forced to navigate stigma, often feeling pressure to prove their disability just to receive support. In a blog post, The Hidden World of Non-Visible Disabilities 2022, Dr. Ihete writes, "The fear of being discredited or stigmatized can lead a person with a non-visible disability to conceal their disability. But disability should not be something to prove. It is a lived experience, not a performance for others to judge." Too often, disabled individuals are met with disbelief, told they don't look disabled or that their struggles are not real because they do not fit an expected mold. In this episode, we follow the story of someone challenging those assumptions, forcing us to sit with the truth. Disability does not need to be seen to be valid. This is Mack's story.
Dry grassy hill near downtown Denver. Tall buildings reach for the clouds. Tangle of green Russian thistle by golden-leafed trees. Modern blocky buildings. Cyclist on a hillside path. Small potted plants around Mack's home. On the sofa, they pet Moondog.
My name's Mack. I use she, they pronouns. I grew up outside of Boulder, and now I live in Denver.
A ukulele leans against a guitar.
Little Mack was very serious. I'm always struck when I look at home video footage of like an ancient stoicism on my face. Just seemed really misplaced on such a young person. I was really serious as a kid.
Young Mack with markers.
But it was because I was born with a connective tissue disorder. That's called Stickler syndrome because of myopic eyes and also because of my bone breakages.
Medications and tinctures.
I came into the world kind of breaking bones immediately. So at 2 and then at 3, I broke a femur and spent a lot of my formative years in the hospital and in body casts. I was also born really close to blind, and people around me didn't know that. And so I also spent the first 1.5 years of my life not being able to see my surroundings.
Photo with friends and Moondog.
So I think between those two experiences, I remember really early memories of feeling like there was a pane of glass between me and the world a lot of the time.
Mack's art on analog clock faces.
Even though I felt like pretty lonely or like full of solitude in my own life, I did feel a sense of like kinship with the universe or a sense of protection with the universe. And poetry is the love of my life.
Old manual typewriter.
But one of the most frightening pieces of this illness is that it affects my language centers a lot. Like it affects the parts of me that write.
Red clay mushroom by a plant.
When illness hit to that degree, I had a folder and it was just like one word. One disconnected word. Like I could write down like literally 3 words a day and they had nothing to do with each other. And they were just like sparks of like little moments of inspiration that were super, super fleeting. And that's all I could get down on the page.
Moondog naps on the couch.
And my writing has never gone back to the way that it was. So my practice with it has changed. My relationship with my creativity has changed a lot. And I've recognized that like it moves with me, it moves with my illness.
A poem and marker on sheer paper.
It's still a big part of me. It's a part that I'm still learning and I think will always be learning, like how to dance with it when I have seasons when I can't dance.
Driving past duplex homes to a coffee shop with a friend in a COVID mask.
Invisible illness is a term that I kind of bristle at. Like, what does illness look like? And do we owe visibility to people? And when we are visible, what are the consequences of that?
Painted wall, coffee cup in the stars.
People who have known me for a long time will say comments out loud of like, oh my God, you're so skinny. You don't look sick at all. It's actually really hard to even remember that you have that experience. People are so disengaged and so far from the daily experience of being sick that is like the only tangible way that they know how to connect to it, is just like, can I see your bones? And does your skin look pale? Or like these really cartoonish stereotypes of what a sick person looks like.
Now at the park.
There's a whole world behind the curtain of that, of like my actual humanity and my actual experience.
Tree leaves are orange.
And I'm really proud of being a disabled person. That's part of who I am. It's part of what makes me me. Like, I can't even imagine what the self would look like if it wasn't disabled. And I've gotten in touch with the history of disability activism and disability justice, and people who've been in that game for a long time, and people who have just created so much magic in the world because of their disabilities.
They look out over a lake.
It is an area that I feel a lot of pride, and in my best seasons, there's like joy and magic. And I am proud of the times that I've been able to find purpose and community and love.
From the leaf-strewn grass where they sat, the view soars over the lake. Puffs of trees and a blanket of clouds reflect on the rippling surface, fade to black.
Mack's story is a reminder that disability is not a monolith. The way a person moves through the world does not determine whether they are disabled. Disability is not something to be measured by another's eyes. Stigma and disbelief continue to shape the experiences of disabled individuals. Dr. Ihete writes, even when they do disclose, they can face the additional challenge of not being believed or a lack of support and understanding. But the burden of recognition should not fall on disabled individuals. It is up to all of us to challenge the biases that leave people unseen. Mack's story invites us to unlearn, to listen, and to rethink our assumptions. Disability does not look like one thing. It looks like the people living it in every form it takes.
Credits: Mack's Story, BEAM+STORIES Season 2. Director Alex Guardia. Producer Bridget Heddens. Mentee James Seeger. Lead editor Robert Acuna. Additional editing support Alex Guardia. Camera work Alex Guardia and James Seeger. Appearance and voiceover Mack Packard. Intro and outro voiceover Bridget Heddens. Audio description Social Audio Description Collective. Writer and narrator Cheryl Green. Blind script editor Robert Kinget. Additional image content from Mack Packard. Music Sun Breath by Megs. A BEAM+ production. Special thank you to Arts and Society.